That means so much to us. You know, when Rowan came up with this idea, my first thought was, can't we just walk from Sacramento? That's a little bit closer. But, you know, I did want to check in with the doctor first. So I went to a doctor because my right knee is pretty messed up. And he says, I would not recommend that you do this. And I said, but I have to do this. If I don't do it, he'll never let me hear the end of it. And I said, can you at least give me some injections in my knees? He says, no, because it looks more like arthritis than it does a deteriorate. And he says, I can't help you. Here's some anti-inflammatories. I said, okay. So anyhow, that was fine. And a lot of pain, a lot of aches. And then, unfortunately, if you see me hobbling, it's because as we were entering into Bakersfield, I think I broke a bone in my left foot. So I'll have to go get that x-rayed. So I've been hobbling since Bakersfield and loading up on medicine and just trying to, once the medicine would kick in, I'd be okay for most of the time. But what really speaks to me about this journey, and I think it hit me, because see, my shift was 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then Rowan would start from 2 p.m. all the way to 2 a.m. And so we had our various shifts. And so, Nathan, where are you at? Nathan would graciously, at 2 a.m., he'd come to me and say, Ken, you gotta get up. It's 2 a.m. I'm like, And so I'd get up, and I had my ritual routine. I had to put so much Vaseline in between my toes, and there's a whole ritual that I had to go through to get ready. And then I would start walking. But as I was walking, I had so much time to think and to meditate and to contemplate what this meant. This was the long walk home. And one of the things that Rowan and I have tried to do again and again is to put ourselves in somebody else's shoes. What is it like when you have fallen into addiction and you've burned your bridges and people don't want to be around you anymore, and you're trying to take that long walk back to sobriety? That is hard. It's difficult. I'm telling you, there's times I walked in the middle of the night. I was scared. I would look at my phone and think, no, is this really the map? I mean, it would be on a bike trail with no lights. I had one guy at 3 a.m. in this tall brush. I'm walking by and he goes, stands up right in the middle of it. I mean, scared the living crud out of me. I mean, there were so many things that just startled me and really, but what I realized was this. One, physically, it was really hard. Probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Why? Because when you're riding a bike across the country, you can coast. There's downhills, and you're still making progress while you're going downhill. When you're walking from Seattle, if you try to coast, you stop. There's no momentum. Every step requires energy and effort, and so it is for those that we love, that own their lives and say, listen, I need sobriety. I need sanity. I need to get back on that path again. But sometimes it is such a hard and lonely, lengthy, difficult road that people have to take. And there's times I was walking and I kid you not, I would just cry. I would think about so many people that have come through this organization who have had struggles, who have had to make amends, who have had to forgive themselves, who have had to reach out to family members, that have had to own up and look at themselves in the mirror and say, I forgive you for what you've done. And that is not easy to do. And just as this was a 1,300-mile journey, there was times I wanted to quit. I did. My feet were killing me. They were aching. There was one day, not just recently, I couldn't make it. I was supposed to go 46 miles and 5,400 foot elevation. I couldn't do it. And so, but you know what? Even when you're on your road home, you can't do it all by yourself. You need brothers and sisters to come alongside and to help you. And so I'm so thankful for our support team that I just said, guys, I gave it all I got, but I don't have anything left. And they said, get in. And I got in, but we need help. And there's no way that we could have done these 1,300 miles. I couldn't have done it by myself. It took Rowan and me. Rowan carried the brunt of it. This man is a beast. I mean, I was happy if I could do a marathon at age. This guy's doing 40 plus miles. I mean, and he's running half of it. I mean, the guy is an absolute beast. But as we did this, you know, there was times when because my shift started at 2 a.m. It's dark. I have a headlamp. And it's, you know, it's lonely, and I'm thinking, man, you can get so discouraged when you're only in the darkness by yourself and your own thoughts. But one thing I realized is that every morning at 5 a.m. that sun came up. I could count on it like clockwork. And sometimes when we're in our darkest moments, those difficult times, and we just don't know, is the sun going to come up again? I'm here to tell you the sun is going to come up again. Don't give up. And that's what hope is all about. That we're going to believe in each other. And I got to tell you, just the fact that we knew we were coming home, and you were cheering us on. And that inspired my soul. And so we need to cheer on our brothers and sisters who are on the long walk home, because it's lonely. It's fearful. It's dangerous. And there's even along as you're just walking so many miles through Washington and through Oregon and California, you see so much death and debris on the roads. A lot of roadkill. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. A lot of death and debris. And sometimes you think that maybe that's all that life has. No. Home. Home. We got to bring people home. Home represents a place of love, a place of redemption, a place of restoration, a place of new beginnings. And that's what we're all about. And so for us to be able to take this opportunity and to walk these 1,300 miles, the long walk home, it is not a sprint. It is not a day. It is not a week. Sometimes it's months and it's years. But I just want to say thank you to every one of you that believed in us, that sponsored us. The last I heard is our goal was to raise $250,000. I heard we're about $220,000. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Because the work that we do, to me, is critical and life-saving work. And it is worthy of our investment. And so thank you for believing in the work that we do. And I will not be taking a walk tomorrow. I'm going to get off my feet, soak them, and try to get them a little bit of help. But thank you so much. And let's give it up now for President of Hope the Mission, Rowan Vansleve.
Look, I'm going to be really quick, but we just got to say thank you. If some of you have given in the room, can I just say thank you so much? Hope does not exist without the generosity of donors. Every single year in our partnership with the city, which we're so thankful for, there's a gap of about $18 million. And that's why we have to do these things constantly fundraising to make sure that we can provide food and care for everyone in the shelters. So everyone give a huge round of applause to everyone who gave. Number two, can we just give a huge round of applause to everyone who works at Hope? Because for an organization to say, hey, the two leaders get out of there for 17 days and the place didn't burn down, it got better. And everything runs smoother. So a huge round of applause to everyone. Huge shout out to Emily. This is the first time she's had to go through this, and everyone kept telling me she just knocked it out the park. So thank you so much, Emily. Thank you to all of our government partners. We are so thankful. The council member texted us on the way in. We are so thankful for the partnership. A lot of people want to throw rocks at the government, and I get it at some point. Maybe there's a reason. But our partnership with local government's been spectacular. We have council members who genuinely want to end homelessness. So thank you. And then lastly, I had a really shitty, lonely night a couple of nights ago. I was out there walking through Kern Valley State Prison. There was a maximum security on one side and middle security on the other. And in a former life, I used to teach a writing program inside there. There's some tough people in there. That's a rough prison. And my daughter gave me a phone call and I talked to her for the whole way through. So much love to my daughter, who is better than any other daughters in the place. But, hey, I'm going to shut up because what we did was just a metaphor. The real long walk home of people overcoming addiction, overcoming their homelessness, moving from poverty or incarceration, addiction into thriving, that's a hell of a lot harder than what we did. So one of the dearest friends in my life is a guy named Darren, and he's going to come and share his journey of the long walk home.
Hi, everyone. My name is Darren Harwood. I'm a program manager here at Hope the Mission. I oversee our men's recovery, and I oversee our men's reentry. My walk home was hard. I did a lot of time in prison. I'm in recovery. I grew up with a broken household. And after all those years, I got out wanting to change my life, not knowing how to change my life. And I started working at other agencies, and then me and my wife started working here at Hope. Hope accepted me. Ken and Rowan accepted me how I am, how I look. And believe it or not, I looked a lot worse than I do now, a lot more tattoos, and they accepted me with open arms. They helped me grow to the position that I'm in now. They believe in me, encourage me. I am now getting ready to start to go back to college. I oversee men. I oversee men back here that I truly love and I'm passionate about, and I'm just so honored that they put me in a position to help men like me, to show them that it's possible to overcome these barriers. This is what Hope does. I believe in Hope's mission. It's not just a job here. I'm lucky. I have so much gratitude to be able to come and do this work. And because of Ken and Rowan and what they do, they were gone for days away from their family, away from their kids, to raise money for men like me, for men like guys in my program, for families, for women, just to be able to build them up. It takes a lot of money to raise these sites. And I want to thank all of you for donating money. And we did raise quite a bit of money, but there still is a gap. So I want to encourage everybody here, everybody watching, to please donate. Everyone in our shelters could please just use your help. When you come to Hope, a lot of us come broken to Hope, not knowing what to do, not having no family, maybe burned our bridges, having so much trauma and barriers to overcome. But here at Hope, they embrace you and they give you love and they show you it's okay. It's okay. Here's a hug. You could, cry on my shoulders and we will get through this together, right? And this is what this organization does, and I really believe in Hope. So. I know Ken and Rowan walked up sweating, but I'm sweating right with you guys. Okay, those of you guys that know me, I know I'm always sweating, especially when I come up here. Okay, so I would like to present Ken and Rowan for their hard work. We want to say thank you. I love you guys, and you guys do so much for us. So here's the check.
Can everyone give it up for Darren? That guy is one of my dearest friends. So much love. Ken shared that some nights he did not do all the 40 miles. So to add those last couple of miles, he has been kind enough to offer to give anyone a tour of our facility. So before you leave, he wants to get a few more steps. I dressed him like a highlighter. He's on the front if you want to get a tour. Otherwise, please, if you are in a place that you haven't given yet, here's your chance to give. This is good soil. We're turning people's lives around. Beyond that, thank you, bless you. Make sure you eat way too much until you feel sick. God bless you guys. Have a great night.